Hey guys, Taylor here in Hong Kong again, and today's my last day in Hong Kong. This is the last episode of my Hong Kong series. And you know, it's a sad day. I always get sad every time I leave Hong Kong just because I love the city so much, and you know, the city has a special place in my heart. You know, I've been here so many times, and it's just, every time I come is like the first time. It's just such an amazing place, so many things to see, so beautiful, and I'm always sad to leave. But before I leave, I want to take you guys to one more place, and it's one of my favorite places. Kind of a touristy place. You know, I said I didn't really want to go to the touristy places because, you know, those aren't really interesting. And I've been there, I've seen them so many times. But this place, you know, it's an amazing place, one of the most amazing places in Hong Kong. And that's Victoria Peak. You may have heard of it. It's actually the highest point in Hong Kong, and it's on Hong Kong Island side, and you can get some incredible, breathtaking views of the city. And luckily, you know, it's a beautiful day outside. It's going to be a hot one today too. So I'm going to head over to Victoria Peak and show you why it's an amazing place. And we'll probably grab some lunch there at Bubblegum Shrimp at the top of the peak. And yeah, we're going to check out the city before we head back to Guangzhou, back to reality, back to everyday life. So I'm going to head over there now, and I'll catch up with you later. So the best way to get to the peak, in my opinion, is by the Peak Tram, and that's where I'm headed right now. And I think the best way to get there is by taking the Metro, which is the Hong Kong subway, the MTR. And you can take the Metro to Central Station and exit the Metro station from exit J2. And once you're outside of the station, it's about a 5-10 minute walk to the Peak Tram. And there's several signs that will direct you in the direction of the Peak Tram. So you don't really need to worry about getting lost because the path to the Peak Tram is marked pretty clearly. And so we're just getting to the Metro station now. We're going to head over to Central. It's about 2 stops from where I am right now. And then we're going to walk over to the Peak Tram and go up to the peak.
The train to Taiwan is arriving. Please let passengers exit first.
Alright, so we got to exit J, and we're going to head up to the street level and walk towards the Peak Tram. It's about a 5 to 10 minute walk, and the weather's nice, thank God. Head up here first. Alright, so I'm on my way to the Peak Tram, and luckily, you know, like I said, I was fortunate enough for these last 4 days that I've been in Hong Kong. We've got beautiful, beautiful weather the last 4 days. I'm so happy about this. Because on the forecast it actually said it was supposed to rain a little bit, but it didn't rain. Beautiful weather all 4 days. I'm so grateful for this weather. But as you can see, beautiful day here in Hong Kong. There's the Bank of China building. We're right downtown Hong Kong, central area. And headed to the Peak Tram right now. Should be about 5 to 10 minute walk. As you can see, like I said, the path to the Peak Tram is clearly marked. There's several signs. Very, very easy to find. You should not get lost. Here we are at the Peak Tram. Gonna buy our tickets to go up. Not too busy today, looks good. I'm gonna go get my ticket here. Yeah. Sure. Oh, thanks. Sorry. Here we are. Thanks. Very lucky today, you know. Every other time I've been to the Peak Tram, the lineup has been huge. Today, on a beautiful day like this, the lineup's not too bad. I'm really surprised. I'm not going to have to wait too long, which is a good thing, I guess. Usually the lineup is always out to the street. You usually have to wait 20, 30 minutes sometimes to get your ticket, but today, not too bad. Pretty good. Alright, so if you're visiting Hong Kong and you're coming to the Peak Tram, the best deal I think to get is this one. It's called the Sky Pass. And it's about 94 Hong Kong dollars, and this will take you up to the peak, and you get a return trip on the Peak Tram as well, and you get access to the observation deck, all three in one for $94. This is I think the best deal I think you can get. Alright, so I'm on the Peak Tram, got a seat, fortunately, and should have some pretty good views. The ride itself doesn't take very long, only a couple minutes, maybe about 3 minutes I think, not very long. And it's probably the fastest way to get up to the peak, and the nicest way as well.
Give up on my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Give up on my way home, yeah.
Alright, so we arrived at the top of the peak, or not the top, I guess, to the Peak Tower. And here it's kind of like a mall. They have different souvenir shops, and a bunch of restaurants, places to eat. And you see here, I'm in a souvenir shop right now, this one. Let's see. I'll probably pick up something for my daughter on the way back down, but first gonna go eat some lunch. I'm a little bit hungry right now, and I'm gonna go to Bubblegum Shrimp, have a cold beer, have some lunch, and then we're gonna go to the top to the observation deck after lunch. So let's go get some lunch first and a cold beer. Alright, so I got a table at Bubblegum Shrimp. It's an American restaurant chain that's made famous by the movie, you know, Forrest Gump. You've probably seen it. And I've been here several times. It's a good spot to come grab a cold beer if you're at the top of the peak because they got some really good view. I got a table near the window, if you can see. Very good view here. Fairly nice view. I'm going to enjoy some lunch now. Going to have some coconut shrimp and a cold beer and then head up to the top to the observation deck to show you probably the best view in Hong Kong for sure. I love coconut shrimp, for example. Really, really good, nice and crispy. Nice shrimp, very fresh. Man, this is exactly what I need right now. It comes with this like zesty sweet sauce as well. It's pretty nice. Alright, so I finished my lunch at Bubblegum. Gonna head up to the Sky Terrace now and take a look at that awesome view. I got my souvenir beer glass. When you buy the beer, the draft beer, you can choose a little bit more expensive one and you get to take the glass home for free. Well, not for free, you pay for it, I guess. Every time I come to Bubblegum, I always get a glass. They change them every year, so I mean, I think I have like 4 now, I think. They changed it for this year, so it's nice to get a new one. And yeah, that's it. I'm full, had a great meal, cold beer. Now I'm gonna head up to the Sky Terrace to take a look at that beautiful view. Hello. Hi. Thank you. Here we go. Welcome to the Sky Terrace. Look at this view.
Where you at? I'm in Argentina.
Yeah, you want to jump shot? How about this? Come on. That's right. Okay. Would you mind your small bestest? Take it out first.
Alright guys, so I'm at the top of Victoria Peak on the Sky Terrace, and as you can see, absolutely amazing view. Just can't beat this view. The best view in the city for sure. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, I said I wasn't going to do any touristy stuff when I came at the beginning of this series, but you know, this becomes kind of like a yearly tradition for the last 5 years. Come here at least once a year for the last 5 years, so I just can't help it because the view is so beautiful, and you know, no matter how many times I come here, every time is like the first time because you know, this view is so amazing. And you know, definitely if you're coming to Hong Kong, it's one of the places you definitely got to check out is Victoria Peak, the highest point in Hong Kong, and definitely the best view and the most beautiful view for sure. Alright, so finished at the top, and you know, as you can see, beautiful view. I just can't beat that view, you know. Heading back into the Peak Mall here, or the Peak Tower, I guess you call it, and gonna check out some more of the shops. head down to the souvenir shop, maybe pick up something for my daughter before I go. And then I'll head back down to Central because I'm gonna have to go to the train station to catch my train back to Guangzhou tonight, unfortunately. It's been a great trip, but still a little bit of way to go. I'll show you some more of the shops here, and maybe we'll stop one more place before we head to the train station. So decided to make a really quick stop in the Peak Tower at this Japanese restaurant. It's called Fujiyama Mama, and I've been looking for this frozen beer all over Hong Kong, and I have not been able to find it yet, but luckily enough, on one of my last stops before I leave, I found it, and I'm really happy right now. I'm going to try it, the original flavor. It's Kirin beer, and this is called frozen beer, and I'm very curious to see what is it, and I'm so happy that I found it before I left. Alright, so I got my frozen beer here, and I'm about to try it. What it is a beer with the frozen beer froth on the top to keep it extra cold. And think of it like kind of like beer ice cream. Very interesting. Wow, very nice. Beer ice cream on top of the beer. Very, very interesting. Very, very good flavor. If you like Kirin beer, which I do, it's a very good, very refreshing draft, and you'll really like this, I think. Very, very refreshing, especially on a really hot day here in Hong Kong. Alright, so just about finished up here. Went down to the souvenir shop. They don't really have it. I wanted to get something for my daughter, but they don't really have anything. I was hoping for maybe like a stuffed animal that said Hong Kong or something, but they didn't really have that. They only had like t-shirts and stuff, and I got her a Hong Kong t-shirt before, but then my wife wouldn't even let her wear it because it says I love Hong Kong, and my wife is from mainland China, so she's kind of weird when it comes to Hong Kong. Sometimes she talks a lot of shit about Hong Kong people. I don't know why, but yeah, she wouldn't even let my daughter wear an I love Hong Kong shirt. So I could get her a t-shirt, but then my wife would probably not even let her wear it if it said Hong Kong on it, so never mind, don't worry. I'll be back again, so I'll probably pick her up something the next time I come back, maybe. If I could find some kind of like stuffed animal that said Hong Kong or something, I don't know. Alright, so almost finished up here, just heading over to the Peak Tram. Gonna take the tram back down to Central, and we're gonna make one more quick stop before we head to the train station, and it's another place that I really, really love that I took you to already. It's one of the places that I have to go as soon as I get here, and right before I leave as well. So we're making our way to the Peak Tram again. Looks like there's no lineup, which is good. And we're gonna head over this way. I already have my ticket to go down. Thank you. Gonna get in the line here. Not as many people lining up to go down as there is to come up, that's for sure, which is a good thing. So we should be down in the next about 20 minutes probably. down to street level now in Central and making my way over to IFC Mall. Still got some time to kill before I hit the train, so I'm actually going to take the longer way to the place that I've been telling you about. I'm going to take the Star Ferry rather than take the subway, just because I have some time to kill and it's much better view and it's nice day outside, so I figure why not. I will make my way over to IFC Mall and then grab the ferry. Alright guys, so we're back in TST. Like I said, one of my favorite places. I have to come here when I first come to Hong Kong and before I leave. It's always the first place I come and the last place I go before I leave. And you know, always really sad to leave Hong Kong, you know, but I'll be back. I live in Guangzhou, you know, I'm only 2 hours away. I'm usually in Hong Kong about 4 or 5 times a year, usually. Very sad to say goodbye, but it's not goodbye forever, of course. I'll be back. And I really hope you enjoyed this video series. I got to show you some of my favorite places in Hong Kong, as well as some new places that I had never been to before. And you know, I hope that I did a good job at showcasing just how amazing the city is, how beautiful it is. And you know, and like I said so many times during this video series, it's not just the big polluted city or the big crowded city. It's not just that. It's so much more than that. It's such a beautiful place. You know, you have the beautiful mountains and the beaches and the lush greenery. It's an amazing place. It's an amazing city, amazing food, friendly people. It's just fantastic. There's no words to describe how much I love this city, and you know, it will always have a special place in my heart, because you know, if I never came here, I wouldn't be living in Guangzhou, and I wouldn't have my wife, I wouldn't have my daughter. It's because of this city, actually. You know, I came here for the first time in 2012 to visit a really good friend of mine, and I just fell in love with the city. And after that, I did everything I could to sort of get back here, get back to Asia in this area. And then it's because I came here, because of my first trip here 5 years ago, that I made the move over to China. And if I didn't do that, I probably wouldn't have my daughter today. So I owe it a lot. I owe a lot to this city, and I love this city so much. And that's why I don't know if you could see, the Hong Kong logo, the Hong Kong flag is tattooed right on my chest, because it is my favorite city in the world, really. There's just no words to describe how much I love it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed my other, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos on my Hong Kong trip and some of my favorite places in Hong Kong. And if you like these videos, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos on life in China, the best places in Guangzhou, the best places in Hong Kong, and other day-to-day life videos in China. So until next time, this is Taylor in Hong Kong, and I'll catch up with you guys when I get back to Guangzhou. Alright guys, take it easy.